The guardians of the 11th Kingdom. In the heart of Africa, beneath the shadows of the mighty mountains and veiled by the thicket of the ancient forest, there was a kingdom forgotten by the world. It existed in the whispers of elders, the tales passed down from generation to generation, and the dusty pages of history that no one dared to read. This was the 11th Kingdom, hidden from the eyes of the modern world, and its secrets were coveted by kings, conquerors, and scholars alike. Every century, the 11th Kingdom would emerge, like the flicker of a hidden flame, revealing itself to the world. But only the worthy could see it, and only the chosen one would be allowed to step foot on its sacred grounds. The people of the 11th Kingdom were the guardians of a power that had the potential to change the course of history. The kingdom's existence was shrouded in myth, a place where time stood still and its people lived in harmony with the land, preserving ancient knowledge that could either save or destroy the world. For centuries, no outsider had entered the kingdom. But that was about to change. Amina had always been fascinated by the past. As an archaeologist, she had spent her life studying lost civilizations and uncovering their hidden stories. She was the youngest member of a prestigious archaeological team that specialized in unearthing long-forgotten histories across Africa. Yet, despite all her successes, there was one mystery that had eluded her, the legend of the 11th Kingdom. The story had first come to her attention during her childhood. Her grandmother used to tell her about a kingdom that appeared once every century, its people cloaked in secrecy, their wisdom unmeasurable. The kingdom was said to contain powerful artifacts and knowledge that could change the fate of the world, but it could only be accessed by someone pure of heart, someone who could prove themselves worthy of its secrets. Amina's curiosity had never died, and it only grew stronger as she matured. She had combed through ancient texts, sifted through long-forgotten ruins, and spoken to elders in remote villages. But the 11th Kingdom remained elusive, a dream, a fable, or perhaps a distant myth. That is, until one day. It happened when she stumbled upon a peculiar stone tablet deep within the Tanzanian highlands, nestled in a cave hidden from the view of most explorers. The tablet was unlike anything she had ever seen. Its surface was etched with strange symbols that seemed to pulse with an energy of their own. As Amina carefully deciphered the inscriptions, her heart raced. The text told of a place where the 11th Kingdom would emerge once again, and a chosen one would be tasked with protecting its greatest treasure. Amina's pulse quickened. She knew, deep down, that she had found the key to the kingdom's location. The challenge now was to find it before others with less noble intentions. Amina embarked on a journey like no other. Armed with the stone tablet and the fragment of ancient texts, she ventured into the untamed heart of Africa. The path was treacherous, with dense jungles, unforgiving deserts, and harsh mountains standing between her and her goal. Yet, Amina pressed on, driven by a force that she could not explain. Days turned into weeks as she traveled deeper into the wilderness. Her supplies dwindled, and the terrain grew more hostile. But just when she was beginning to question her sanity, the signs became clearer. She noticed subtle changes in the landscape, strange markings on the trees, faint whispers in the wind, and an unexplainable pull toward a particular direction. It was as if the land itself was guiding her, beckoning her to come closer. One night, while resting by a river, she heard a voice, a deep, resonant sound that seemed to emanate from the earth itself. It was a warning, a call to those who sought entry into the 11th Kingdom. Only the purest of heart may pass, the voice intoned. Prove your worth, or be lost forever. Amina knew that this was no ordinary warning. She had reached the borders of the 11th Kingdom, but to enter, she had to prove that she was worthy. Her heart raced with both fear and anticipation. The next morning, Amina approached the entrance to the kingdom, a massive stone archway draped in vines and moss, standing at the foot of a colossal cliff. As she stepped closer, the ground trembled beneath her feet, and a soft hum filled the air. Before her, a group of figures appeared, cloaked in robes made of woven fibers and adorned with symbols she had never seen before. They were the guardians of the 11th Kingdom. The leader of the guardians, a tall man with piercing eyes and a deep voice, stepped forward. "Who dares seek entry to our kingdom?" he demanded. "I am Amina, an archaeologist," she said, her voice steadied despite the weight of the moment. "I seek the secrets of the 11th Kingdom, to protect them from the forces that would misuse them." The guardian studied her for a long moment before nodding. "You may pass, but first, you must face our test. Only those who prove their worth can be granted access to our realm." Amina nodded, understanding the gravity of what lay ahead. The test would not be easy, but she was determined to succeed. The first challenge was a trial of intellect. The guardians presented her with a series of riddles, ancient puzzles that tested not only her knowledge of history but her ability to think beyond the constraints of time. Amina solved each riddle with ease, her sharp mind unraveling the mysteries of the past as if they were nothing more than a game. The second challenge was a trial of strength. Amina was led into a vast arena, where she had to face a creature of the wild, a massive, clawed beast that towered over her. The creature lunged at her with terrifying speed, its eyes burning with fury. But Amina, drawing on her years of training and her inner strength, fought back. She was not afraid. She knew that her courage was her greatest weapon. With a swift strike, she subdued the beast, and the guardians watched in awe. The final challenge was the most difficult of all. Amina was taken to the heart of the kingdom, where an ancient tree stood, its roots deep within the earth, its branches stretching toward the heavens. The tree was said to be the source of the kingdom's power, and only one who was truly worthy could commune with it. Amina knelt before the tree, her heart open and vulnerable. She felt the presence of something ancient, something wise, flowing through her. She spoke the words of an oath passed down through the generations, vowing to protect the kingdom and its secrets from the outside world. As she did, the tree's branches trembled, and a brilliant light enveloped her. In that moment, Amina knew that she had passed the final test. She had proven herself worthy. The guardians welcomed Amina into the kingdom, where she was shown the treasures it held, ancient scrolls, sacred artifacts, and the wisdom of generations. The kingdom's people were unlike any Amina had ever encountered. They lived in harmony with nature, using their knowledge to heal and protect the world around them. They had no desire for power, only the preservation of the secrets they guarded. But with this knowledge came great responsibility. Amina had been chosen as the kingdom's new guardian, a role that would require her to protect its secrets and keep them hidden from those who would seek to exploit them. As Amina looked out over the kingdom, she realized that her journey had only just begun. The 11th Kingdom had chosen her, not because she was the strongest or the smartest, but because she understood the true value of its secrets. And now, it was up to her to protect them for the next century. The kingdom would remain hidden, its mysteries safe for another generation. But the story of the 11th Kingdom would live on, whispered by the winds, carried in the hearts of those who believed that some secrets were meant to remain untouched.